Hello, this is Jeff Byers, this is Andy255, and this is Module 3, and I'm going to show you how to download an asset and get it into Maya and get the textures back on, because most likely that's what's going to happen to you. So go ahead and register for CG Trader, register so you can download the free stuff. Go ahead and find this, there's a link above it, I believe right here. And it'll take you right to it. Go ahead and once you register and everything, click on the link and you should see that. Or click on the link and register and then go ahead and download it. It won't let you download it unless you register. So you can put any email you want because it's going to spam you. Not really bad, but it's probably going to do updates. And I think they're going to be updates that you might be interested in. So don't worry about it. They're not spamming you or who knows what they're doing with your information. But I would use an email account that you really don't care about if you get spammed. So here's your free stuff. Click on free download, and then when you're done with that, then I would highly suggest that you let's go ahead and get rid of that. Create a new folder. So go to File, Project Window, and create a new folder, whatever you want to call it. I called it Andy255 Sports Car, and then click it Accept. And then what you're going to want to do is make sure you put the FBX or OBJ into the Scenes folder and all your textures into the Source Images folder. And then what you'll have to do then, at that point, when you get all that done, then you'll go to File, Set Project, and you're going to go ahead and set your project. Okay, and then when I go to File, Open, you're going to see what's available. FBX or an OBJ is available. And a lot of times you might have to go into File, Import. Okay. Alright, go ahead and click on Import, and then this same thing comes up. So I'm going to click on FBX. That seems to be the most stable one. Click on Import. Okay. It doesn't show in here because it's really big. We're in centimeters, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on just one of those and hit the F key, and you can see this is what comes in. Now, because this is a free model, all kinds of stuff will be wrong with it. And if there's a lot of stuff wrong with it, like normals facing the wrong way, that can be a real problem, and that can take you hours to fix. And I've noticed a lot of the buildings, they like to do that. I don't know if they're trying to make it really super hard for you guys. They're just kind of teasing you. I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty bad. So you may have to just use the scene that you used for the rain and snow, or actually just for the rain, with a little building, but just duplicate that building over so you'll have a nice street scene. I'm okay with that. But you will need to have a car, and this car I'll show you how to fix, and it's not too hard. So what I end up doing is selecting everything. Make sure your outliner is showing. If it's not, go to Windows, Outliner, and just start with the glass, and start with all the way down to the detail. And this one actually isn't bad at all. And then what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the space bar, and not space bar, the right mouse button, and go into Assign New Material, and click on Maya, and just click on Blend, and that should fix it. And I don't see any other issues, which is pretty good. Next thing you're going to do is find out where the textures will open up on. So we're going to go to click on the main body and go to UV and UV editor, and we'll see where the UVs are. So that one is there. And I'm assuming that they're probably broken up into different parts. So I'm going to go ahead and move the glass down. I'm going to click middle mouse button, move that down below the body, in between the two. And be very careful not to put it on top, because then it'll actually parent it. So if I click on that one, you can see the body's by itself. And if you select everything, you'll notice that doesn't work. That's not really the UV map, because they've got maps, UVs over top of each other. So let's go ahead and select these. I'm assuming that may have two. Yeah, that looks about right. So sometimes they're broken up into individual pieces. But I looked in sports car, that the textures look like, let's do the green, look like that. So there's the green, and you'll notice that there's two color maps. That's how you can kind of tell. There's a color map for the body and a color map for the rest of the junk, so I'm assuming that they're just two UVs. The rest of them are junk, they're garbage. Can't use them. So what we're going to do now is just now we know that the UV map goes to the body and the rest are put together in another UV. So we want to have the wheels to be able to rotate if we want to animate those. If you don't, then you can combine them all together and slap the texture on it. So I'm going to leave because I want to do a car rig, and I'll have that if you want to rig your car. It's a very simple rig. I'll share that with you. It's on YouTube, and you can rig your car, and you can get 10 extra points if you rig your car. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to put together these pieces, the detail glass and brakes, okay, all four of those. We're going to combine those, and then after we combine them, we're going to go ahead and delete by type history. There we go. And then we've got the wheels are all separated now. Okay, so I'm going to select everything. Okay, I'm going to click on center pivot, delete by type history, and freeze transformations. That's very important. Alright, so the main body, we'll go ahead and add the texture to that, and then the wheels are separate and the detail is separate. So let's go ahead and add a blend to this. I'm not going to use any Arnold shaders for this. Normally I would, but I'm not going to render it out, so I'm just going to use blends, and this will be just main body. And then the wheels, we will add a blend to that. So whoops, don't want to do that. I want to add a blend to that, assign the material, and we'll do a blend for those. And that will be, let's just say wheel. Alright. And then at the bottom, we're going to do details. Let's go ahead and right click over this and go to assign materials, and we're going to do a blend on that, and that will be details. Alright, whoops. Alright, so now we've got 3 textures here. The main body, let's go ahead and go in here and add the texture next to color, file. We all know how to do this, I believe. We've textured stuff before. Where is it? There it is. Assign the base material and open that, and there she is. And if you don't see it, just hit the 6 key. And the next one we're going to do is the detail. I should have named it texture. That's what I did wrong. So I got confused. Here we go. And go in here and do the same thing. And I think it's in here somewhere. There we go. Okay, there it is. Better. And then the wheels, of course, we'll have to make sure the wheels have, let's go ahead and add existing. So we want to do a wheel on that one, and we want to add a wheel. Oops. Want to add existing wheel, and then we want to do the other one, existing wheel, so they all share the same texture. There we go. Alright, so all I have to do is click on one and add a texture, and it should texture all of them at the same time. Alright, and that will be back down here. Here we go. Whoop, nope, it'll be up here. There we go. There they are. So now the car's all ready to go, and that's it. You're good to go with the car. So other things are going to be a lot harder to do. The car was actually easy. So if you find a building, it's probably broken up into a million pieces, which is almost impossible. So again, to reiterate, go ahead and feel free to use your module 1 scene with the street, the sidewalks, and your building, and just duplicate it down. and I'm okay with that. But what I do want you to do is I want you to add 4 more props besides the fire hydrant. So you'll have to fire a fire hydrant and 4 more. And I got some good options for you guys, and you can do the same thing with those. So that's how you can bring in a import a prop that's free. This one is fairly simple. If you get something that hard, you're going to probably have to clean it up or reverse normals. And to reverse normals, you just basically click on go to face mode and click on normals, and you just have to hold down your space bar, go to mesh display and reverse. Okay? Okay, alright, so I'm going to go back and make sure that's not messed up. Alright, that's good. So save your work, save it as an MB file, and we'll just call this sports car. Alright, I'll see you guys in another video.